All right, everyone, we got head coach Pat Noonan following tonight's match. Coach, you just want to start with your thoughts on the result?
Yeah, tale of two halves. We were excellent in the first half, and we were embarrassing in the second half. So that falls on me because there were guys that had no idea how to manage a 2-goal lead and manage the momentum we had coming out of the break. So there'll be some good conversations around, what we want this to look like moving forward and what we want to accomplish, because there's guys that were nowhere close in the second half.
Start with questions on Laurel.
I mean, do you have any answers as to why that might be? And it seems to be kind of a trend this year that you guys will have one good half but can't seem to put together a full game. Why?
Yeah, inconsistent play, inconsistent decisions, not understanding how to manage the game in the moment. So you get the answers from the games. And like I said, the second half shows how far we are away from becoming a real team.
That's 7 goals conceded in the last 2 games. What are you seeing on defense specifically in these last?
A lot. There's a lot to work on. We're not good enough defensively.
Okay. Coach, over the past few games, you've had Luka on the right and on the left. Is it just trying to see where he fits into this lineup, or is this rotational?
No, this was rotation today. This was, giving Lucas a rest and moving him to the other side and seeing what it looked like with a different type of attack with crossing moments, which we've been getting into some good spots. So it was a little bit with the rotation and who we were going to start.
And it also looked like Lucho didn't get too much in terms of being on the score sheet or anything like that. How do you judge your gameplay? Was the plan to silence him, or
no? That was one component of the game that we got right for most of the game. But like I said, that's one part of it, and there were so many other things that are nowhere close. If we are going to be a good team.
We'll go to Carter here.
Pat, you mentioned the defense wasn't good enough. Second time you said that this week. What's changed in the last week or two, perhaps, from the time when the defense was the thing carrying you guys?
Decision making, guys' understanding of the moment, how we're getting pressure to the ball, where the danger is, awareness. Some simple plays that we make very complicated, and then some are more complex where, maybe you got, lack of experience or, poor understanding of how to keep play in front of us and how to defend the box and make real simple plays that don't turn into chaos.
Pavel was such a strong part. It felt like a strong part of that first half. He scores the goal. It seemed like he was more part of the attack than he had been in the past. Was that an intentional change for this game, or is that more just successfully accomplishing what you've worked on?
With the ball, we wanted him more advanced for what we anticipated with Dallas.
Laurel?
I know we've been talking about Dotto a lot lately, but he's got 3 goals in the last 5 games, all 4 of his goals in the last 9. I guess I know it was kind of not the prettiest goal that he's scored, but are you seeing him just with his, what's changed for him as far as why is he able to get in those positions now compared to maybe what you saw last year?
He's getting more consistent minutes and he's doing more with them. He's been strong, and he's got the production to go along with his strong performances. Tonight was a game where we anticipated rotation for 3 or 4 guys, and he was one of them because his performance in Atlanta warranted a start. But I anticipate more minutes for him and hopefully, him to continue his form.
And then just as far as correcting mistakes, do you feel like they're not receiving your messages? Is it just?
There's a lot of things. Yeah. There's a lot of things. But clearly, they're not receiving something because we conceded 3 goals in a half at home when you're up 2-0. So it's myself. It's them. I don't have an answer for that right now because how we concede and how we manage the second half is, again, it's embarrassing.
once again, the team had a majority of the possession, just like the game against Atlanta. But for tonight, do you feel that you need to? Is there something that you need to alter so that the counter can be counteracted? It seemed all the goals came on counter plays tonight.
Yeah, I don't care about the possession numbers if we're not doing anything with it. The idea is to move teams around, to advance the ball, to create chances. And we did that in a decent way. But how do you organize behind the ball? How are you alert for transition moments? And there's just a lot of guys that are nowhere close on the defensive side of the ball to understanding the game and having the right intensity and awareness. And it's getting exposed. So, we'll see where we go from here.
All right, Pat, thank you very much.
Thank you.